Hello there, Pisces. I'm Michelle B, and I created an extended, long April 2021 tarot reading for you. I have it over on Vimeo, and the link is in the description box below. But I'm going to give you a brief overview of what I found out in the reading, and you can decide if you want to go check out that extended reading. It goes about 28 minutes long. So I clarify and I go further in depth on my favorite topics, being purpose, prosperity, and love. And I start out with what to embrace and what to leave behind. So yeah, what to embrace and what to leave behind helps us to understand the direction that we're headed in all of the other aspects. It's like the foundational energies of the month ahead. So the cards that I pulled for what to embrace and what to leave behind, we have the Seven of Wands and the Emperor in reverse. I'm reading my notes because like I said, I created this reading and it was a couple days ago, and now I'm creating this little YouTube video so you can get an idea of what I found out. What I wrote in my notes was realizing that you can't make everyone happy all the time. So that's what that Seven of Wands is all about. It's like defending yourself, having something to prove. And in the past, you're like, I have to prove myself all the time. And I have to prove that I'm good enough. I have to prove that I'm worthy of doing what I want to do. And it's come to a point where you're like, I still feel that energy that other people are judging me and other people are saying that I shouldn't do what I want to do. It's actually, this card came up several times in this reading, so this is a pretty important subject for you to consider for your month ahead. Pisces is like, what do you have to prove to other people? Why do you have to defend yourself from what you think other people think of you? So that's being questioned over and over again. If need be, you're being directed to embrace the fact that people are going to be pissed. Coming home to yourself is the title of the whole reading. You're coming back and being like, I can do whatever I want to do. And other people get to do what they want to do, and I've always supported them with it. Why can't I do the things that I want to do? Because Aries season, we're in Aries season right now. We all become a little bit Aries during Aries season. It's I am. What about me? You're like, what about me? In this month, how come I can't do what I want to do? You know what, screw you guys. And you got your stick and you're like, screw you guys, I'm going to do what I want to do. Embrace it then. If you can't just get it out of your head, use it to gain momentum in your, sometimes a level up from apathy, the apathy of not being able to do what you want to do. A level up from that vibrationally is anger, right? Screw you guys, I'm going to do what I want to do. That's something. That's better than being apathetic and not doing what you want to do. The Emperor, what did that represent? For leaving behind. Learning that you know best about your own life. Like there's this energy in the past of somebody that was like saying like, I know what you need to do. Now you better listen to me. But it wasn't necessarily that they were giving you advice that was like the best advice for you. It was the best advice for them to direct you. Like they didn't have your best interest at heart when they were giving you this advice. So you're leaving that behind, and you're just like, maybe I'll make mistakes, but at least it's me. At least I'm doing me this month. I feel this energy like rising up, just like when I was doing your reading, this like heated energy, just being like, screw you guys, I'm going to do what I want to do. Ooh, I kind of like it. I mean, eventually you'll level up from there into just being cool, into just being happy with just being you. But sometimes you have to be a little bit angry first. So like I said, I'm going into purpose, prosperity, your physical prosperity, and your love life. So for your soul purpose, that is what you do in the world that benefits other people, we have the Magician coming out. And what did I write in my notes? Your personal growth and journey helps inspire others and makes the world better. So as you're being inspired to level up, right? To start doing things for yourself, doing things in your own way. This is you creating your own life. And that's part of your soul purpose. Part of your journey is to inspire others, especially other people that were in the kinds of relationships or connections where you felt trapped in the past, where you felt you were living according to other people's agendas. There are other people who also feel that way, and they're being inspired, or they will be inspired by your story. And those are your messages for your soul purpose. And I go in deeper in the reading. I go on for much longer. I pull clarification cards, and there's much more to be said about that subject. But for your prosperity and abundance, that's all the tangible stuff that makes our lives a little bit more comfortable, a little bit better. It's interesting. I got this Seven of Swords energy coming up, like someone to be suspicious of, somebody that's possibly potentially ripping you off. And I connect these two. Energies together, and I just went ahead and put a selenite rock in the reading. I put a selenite stone on top of those guys, and I was just like, get them out of the way. So yeah, there's been some blocks to your abundance in the past, and it was because you were relying on guidance from somebody else. It was easier but it seemed easier at the time because that's how you knew how to deal with people. But you're changing, you're realizing that's not in your best interest. You're ready to do things on your own, do things in your own way. So I pulled a couple of clarification cards that I wanted to mention, that are the Six of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, and those are both very positive energies. And let me read to you my notes on that. I wrote, enjoying what you have, squeezing enjoyment out of everything, instead of forcing more into your life. So you're rethinking it. I think it feels like you were watching what other people are doing, and you're like, that is just too much work. I can't do it that way. I'm not like a crash my head into things kind of person. I don't force things to happen. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who embraces resources that are gifted to her, or what she already has, but she uses them to their greatest potential. So you're going to be getting every drop of enjoyment, every drop of resource out of what you have, instead of like rushing around and having just too much going on. Maybe you have more energy, more monetary energy flowing through, but you're not able to enjoy it because it's happening too quickly. So instead you're like, what flow I have, I'm going to use to its greatest potential, and I'm going to be focused on it, and just kind of concentrating the stream to its highest potential. Ooh, I like that. And so finally, for your love messages, and I feel like these guys are all connected. This Four of Swords energy, which is resting and recalibration, but I feel like that's a reflection from this energy. All right, that energy of like somebody not looking out for your best interests in the past. Now I realize that relationships can happen on a broad spectrum. For you Pisces, there are those of you who are in committed relationships. There are those of you who would like to be in a committed relationship and you're not at this time. And then there are those of you who are perfectly happy being single and just want some guidance on how to love yourself better and how to enjoy your intimate connections that you currently have. Like there's all those relationships in between, but I look at those three in the reading, and you can choose which piece of guidance suits you best when you hear it. But for that Four of Swords, I wrote, you're wondering, in reflecting off of the connections that you've had before, you're wondering if you're being selfish by keeping to yourself for a little while, by just needing your own space, by just wanting to reflect and just nurture yourself and not wanting to do things for other people. That's the energy that I got from that Four of Swords. And the notes that I wrote reflecting off of the reading that I did was, release concerns about others' disappointment or anger. Let go of the old connection tape loop, whatever it is from the past that's still occupying mental real estate and keeping you from enjoying your life as it is at this moment. It's time to release it. It's time to let it go. It's time to just rest. And if you have to, you see this guy doing his prayer folding there while he's resting, take time to just be like this and ask for guidance in clearing your head and getting out of the space of being a victim, right? So you want to be an empowered lover, an empowered person in a relationship. You want to have control over your own life, and that's what your focus is going to be. Even if you have to ask for a little bit of help from the outside, right? The universe, source, our higher selves, God, that all of whatever it is that you resonate with, it is here for you to guide you, to comfort you. And that's what your focus is going to be when it comes to your connections with others. It's about refilling your cup, reconnecting with yourself, and reconfiguring what aspects of relationships are meaningful to you, so that you can focus on that instead of just allowing other people to control the course of a relationship. Okay. Gonna be a good month, Pisces. I love you, and I will see you later. Make sure and check out that video if you want to get the full extended reading.